Hello friends and welcome back to my candle warehouse, aka my house. I actually have so many things in this house right now that need to be unboxed and found homes for. It's getting a little bit overwhelming. But before we do any of that, I have some candles to box up. I've got some actual orders to box up, which is unusual because my partner Karen, she does all of the shipping. So I make the candles, she makes the wax melts and all of the liquidy things like diffusers and sprays, and she does all of the shipping. She's got all of the stock. I do like candles and digital and photography and website stuff. That's kind of our split. But because I was making some stuff to order this week, I've ended up with boxes and packing peanuts and labels for the first time. First and foremost, let's turn on all the lights. First and foremost, I have got a couple of jars that need to be labelled up. They had their final pour last night. They've been curing and I think we're ready. I've just got all these are our big Christmas jars. I'm really excited about these. Look how gorgeous they are. They're just like so chunky. And I've got them all laid out so I knew how many I had per candle. Bit of a spoiler. We have 6 scents currently confirmed for Christmas. 3 are with this like silver foil label and 3 are gold. I just love it. We've got Sugar Cookie, I Smell Snow, if you know, you know. What is that one? Tree Farm, Christmas Town, Merry and Vanilla Mint. And I feel like, I don't know if we're going to do any other candles, but we are going to definitely do a little box set of melts that's going to be specific to The Holiday, the movie The Holiday, which we're still deciding on. But back to this current season, this is possibly my favourite label to date. This holographic, we did Witching Hour and this is Halloween in this holographic label, which is absolutely fantastic. We get all of our labels from Avery and I'm always pleased with them. And I think I mentioned in the previous vlog, these are the Witching Hour candles that I poured them all still in their packaging because I wanted to make them just like as perfect as possible. Because, you know, you spill wax down the sides of jars and things get a little bit smudgy. And although I give them all a wipe down before I packaged them up, I just wanted to give them the best chance of being absolutely perfect by the time they get to the customer. Oh, I've never loved anything more. I did put the Christmas labels on the big jar the other day and thought, I can't wait to see this filled with something. Wax, probably. But just to... because I was just desperate. I just threw some on the jars to be like, am I going to love these as much as the Halloween ones? I don't know, maybe. We're ready to go. So this is how I package up all of the candles. I've obviously got my candle, then I have some tissue paper. I was using like this other kind of almost like fish and chip paper, which is not very high end, doesn't feel very luxury, but it was quite inexpensive. And it did the job, whereas this is so much nicer. And I already have my box made up and ready. Hate making boxes, so I'm going to be interested to see how much I hate making proper packaging boxes. Pop it into the box. And then this is actually a shipping label in half. So I made a design that we print off on just a 4x6, 6x4, whatever you want to call it, shipping label. And then I slice them in half and that goes on here as our box label. Overall, our packaging is pretty inexpensive, but I feel like it's really elevated. Like we had other options, obviously. We could have just wrapped them up, but I wanted to put them in boxes for a couple of reasons. One, it was just another layer of protection. See how cute that looks. For the box not costing a fortune, the tissue paper again, it's negligible when you buy it at the kind of bulk prices that, or bulk volume that we do. And then a shipping label. I just think that looks really, really smart. We have had different coloured boxes. At the moment, the white is just coming out cheaper, and so we're using white. But a big reason, one of the reasons was stacking. So this is easier to put in like a box and take to Karen, for her to stack in her house, to keep the stock is just like, keeps it nicer together in the boxes and they stack on top of each other. But then when you actually put it together in the packaging with all the other things that the person has ordered, it's just another layer of protection. So obviously we've got it, the candle with the tissue paper within a box that's going to go in another box surrounded by packing peanuts with the other things. It's just as many things as we can do to avoid breakages. And we have had hardly any. I mean, that's all Karen. But we have had, like, I can count on one hand in 18 months how many breakages we've had. And most of that's been trays, which is really frustrating. I think we've maybe had one candle, maybe. But especially the larger ones and the ones that I make, the jars, we just don't want to risk them breaking because it's a little bit more of a high value thing. Okay, it's crunch time. We're making a box. I think, is this a big enough box? I expected these boxes to be bigger. So Karen has delivered me a variety of shipping materials. So this must be, I think most of these orders are more than one candle. So maybe they're all going to be this bigger box, but we will see. I did panic a little bit when I first saw the boxes because I was like, my car is not immediately next to my house. This is going to be a multiple trip situation. But again, times like this, could not appreciate Karen more. I don't think that I'm going to dislike packaging things up so much as taking them to the post office. Cannot explain to you. It's an ADHD thing. It is a thing of, I just cannot, and it's impossible to describe to people because it doesn't make any sense. But that final, like, and now you have to do this. No, I could do all of the hardest parts of a task, and then it will be that final thing that is my stumbling block. And that is just who I am. It's who I am. And when we were splitting the tasks for the business, I knew that was who I was, and Karen didn't mind the shipping part. So this is going to be a fun exercise because I've literally never done it before. This particularly I was looking forward to. My husband less so. He's a neat freak, and how he lives with me, I don't know. I feel pretty good about this. I've like really squeezed the peanuts in and amongst everything. We've got 3 candles, and this is an order for Emma. That's it. First, I think this is the first ever packed. I'll show you on the side as well. I made some other things that we could use shipping labels for, like other uses for shipping labels, which I think are pretty cool. I feel really like weirdly proud because I never get to see, like, it's all theoretical to me. I make the products and then they leave my house, but I don't package them up for someone to receive in their house. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's, I suppose it must be the same way if you do Amazon FBA. If you send things off to Amazon and then they ship them for you, it must be another kind of slight disconnect in that, you know, in theory that you've made something and someone's purchased it. I can see online that someone's purchased it. Sometimes people share, this is what I've received and I'm really happy with my package, and that connects me a little bit more. But the actual packaging up the box, I didn't realise that was something I was missing. I packed a few, but I was also making content at the same time because I don't usually pack. So I don't get to make like pack with me videos. So I thought I should probably take the opportunity. And now I need to go and do the school run. So I was really hoping I'd get this done so I could do it at the same time and go and take the stuff. But it is what it is. Also, I think that these, because they're biodegradable packing peanuts, like, they smell edible. They smell like, almost like What's-Its. I'm not even joking. I've just been looking everywhere for this to the point of I was convinced that I'd packed it in a box. Couldn't find it anywhere. It just rolled underneath the table. But I was pretty sure it was going to be like a whoever gets the roll of tape in their box wins a prize. First official boxes packed and shipped by me. I'm very proud of them right now, but I will be prouder if they all get there in one piece and everything is as it should be inside. As is so often the case in our small business, this has been another lesson, but more of a like affirmation. It's more of a like, yes, you guys are onto something. We knew our strengths and we played to them. And my strengths, not this. This is all Karen. Although I don't hate having this in the house.